All right, guys, EAFC 24 is out. I've been playing a bunch of clubs, seeing what's good, what's not. This is my recommendation for a very good starter slash intermediate DM build. So this is not something you want to use level 100 necessarily. This is not something you can use level 1 because you don't have the points or playstyles unlocked. This is something to use once you've played a decent amount of games. You know, once you're level like 20 and 30, this is a really good DM build. Now, I've tried a bunch, center, mid, and CDM builds, just not gonna do it, at least at the beginning. Not enough speed, not enough agility. You know, those are two things you still need in the game, unfortunately. Left wing back for me has been very good. You could also use left back if you want to go more defensive, but I think left wing back is so, that's the thing, left wing back is so well balanced. You're not necessarily going to be great at anything. You're average at everything, but that is by default. So left wing back by default is very good. It's just very average at everything. And then how you choose to spend your points, how you choose to put your play styles, that will determine what your player is going to be very good at. So if we go right into Edit Pro, we have the 6', 119 build at left wing back. And if we go to animations, the run animation I'm using is arched back. When I do DM builds, I usually do arched back. It's the Conte run style. It works very well. In fact, I'll get into it in a minute, but when you max out pace for this build with the arch back, you actually run so fast that you break the run animation and it looks hilarious. So I think that's another bonus feature of using the arch back with max pace. But let's get into the actual attribute spread, and then I'll get into the play styles in 1 minute. So first things first, I have 74 points. You probably won't be that high in points, but the first thing I would actually do is max out your pace. I know people this game are like, oh, you don't need pace, it's not as important. It depends on your play style a bit. For me, my DM build, I like to play DM is a bit box to box, get up and down the field. So having max pace really helps with that. And this is the first thing that I spent all my points on. The first thing that I did was put points directly into acceleration and sprint speed, and it's worked out very well. So we have 31 points left already. I don't put anything in shooting. Obviously, you're not shooting a lot. Actually, the finishing isn't even that bad for this build, which is funny. The finishing is okay. You have 68 finishing, 65 shot power. It's okay. Like, you're not going to be shooting that much. It's fine to have it this low. Passing. I put no points in the passing. I think it's really good enough. 78 vision, more than enough. 84 crossing, very good. The long passes is like the only real problem. 66, it's kind of letting you down. But 78 short passing, you're going to be playing short passes like 95% of the time anyways. So I really don't feel a need to put points necessarily in long passing, and certainly not in short passing. If we continue to dribbling, this is where I'm going to put the rest of the points, okay? So what I usually do is I put a ton of points into agility. You need lots of agility as a DM to basically, you know, counteract small strikers and wingers and whatnot. So tons of agility is so important. And then also in dribbling, because when you actually get the ball, you want to be able to move and wiggle a bit. So I put lots of points into dribbling. Unfortunately, stuff like attacking position and agility, attacking position and dribbling, you don't really need the attacking position, but you can't just get the dribbling and agility, so you're gonna have to get those things anyways. And I put the rest of the points in ball control. We got balance, we have more balance, and we have more ball control, and that will round out all 72 points, I think, 72 points total. So like I said, the first thing I would do is max out the pace, and then the rest you can divide between these two trees here, but I would put the rest of the points in between these things. So right now, you know, before I put any points into this, the stats are still not bad, okay? 71 agility, 71 balance, 76 ball control, 76 dribbling. That's like very good. Again, this build is so well balanced, okay? Like, you obviously won't be too agile, you won't have too much ball control, too much balance, but it's not terrible, okay? Like, this build is so well balanced by default before any points are put in. And once I put all these points into agility, dribbling, and to ball control, I can even get there. Once we put all the points in, 80 agility, 76 balance, 81 ball control, and 84 dribbling, amazing, unbelievable. And those are all the points we have. So now let's get into the play styles. This has more, you can choose, you know, how you want to do it more, but this is what I've done personally. So I use Intercept Plus. It's really, really good. Obviously, I've put no points into my defensive stats. So adding a bunch of play styles and playstyle pluses that increase your defensive ability is really going to help. So I think Intercept Plus is very, very good. You're a DM still. Your main job is to play defense, to get the ball. So Intercept Plus will make up for the lack of points you put into the defensive attributes. Now, playstyles, I have Tiki Taka is the first one, which executes difficult first-time ground passes with high accuracy. So again, you know, you're gonna be playing short passes 95% of the time. Your short passing's already at 78. I think that this just helps. It helps you do first time. Short distance ground passes are highly accurate, so this is perfect for you. Okay, you're gonna be doing short passes. You don't put any points into them. It's 78. You increase this, it's gonna be perfectly fine. Next, this is by far the best play style you can get, I think, as a DM, even as any kind of defensive player. Okay, is Jockey. Jockey is so good. It increases max speed of sprint Jockey and improved transition speed from Jockey to sprint. Okay, so when you're playing defense, center back, DM, doesn't matter, okay? You're essentially always holding left trigger. Left trigger just keeps your guy in place and you can Jockey, and you know, that is how you play defense. You're holding left trigger. When you're not holding left trigger, you're usually sprinting. So the fact that this just increases the transition speed is so good. Like, I'm gonna get Jockey Playstyle Plus as soon as it's unlocked. Agility with this just makes it so like you can transition so quickly, and the whole point of agility is like just a transition between sprinting and Jockey. It is so, I cannot recommend this more. Put on Jockey as soon as humanly possible. Next, we have Anticipate. This is also a really good one. Improved chances of standing tackle success and grants the ability to stop the ball directly at their feet when performing a standing tackle. So again, you've put no points in a standing tackle. This is really useful to counteract that. It's very good. I can't recommend this more. This obviously just boosts your standing tackle overall. The last two work very well together, okay? These two together are so potent right now in the game, okay? That is Bruiser and Press Proven. So Bruiser is just your typical strength kind of perk, like we had last FIFA. So just a greater strength when performing physical tackle. So you don't have any points in strength. Your guy isn't too strong. He's 6 foot but 119. He's a skinny boy. So this will allow you to do physical challenges, and then Press Proven will allow you to keep the ball closer as well as improve your ability to shield the ball. So these two together are fantastic because you can go in for hard tackles, and then when you actually get the ball, you can protect the ball much easier with Press Proven. So these two together are fantastic, and I'll show you guys some highlights right now. It's been a ton of fun using this build. It's been fantastic. Like I said, this build is so well balanced that really, even starting at level 1, it is potent. It is a usable build even at level 1. And the more points you put in, the more playstyles you get, playstyle pluses, it just becomes better and better. Even the shooting is not that bad. I've scored plenty of goals, as you can see, even some power shots from long distance. So it is so well balanced. That's the thing. It's like, as a DM, you know, obviously your main job is defense, but you will be playing up and down, box to box, and you have to be a well-balanced player to do that. You have to have the stats to be well-balanced to do that. And I think this build is just so good starting off. Now, we can revisit this once, you know, we get later in the cycle of the game. Once we get to level 75, unlock the second playstyle plus. Once we get to level 100 and max out our attribute points, we can revisit this. But right now, this is such a good build for DM that I couldn't recommend it more. I also forgot to mention stamina. You do not need to put points in the stamina, even if you are a box-to-box DM. Believe me, I've played 53 games with this build, and it is unbelievable how much stamina you have. You can be running the entire 90 minutes up and down the entire field, okay? And you will end the game with 40, 45, maybe even 50% of your stamina. So even though you see no points in stamina, even though you see max pace, even though you are a box-to-box team running up and down the field the entire game, you do not need to put points into stamina at all. It is so well balanced. It is incredible how much stamina this build has on default. You do not need to put any points in the stamina. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think. If you use it, if you find a better build than this, please let me know too, because you know, the game just come out, we're all experimenting. This is a time for experimentation to see what's good, what's not. So if you guys think you have a better build, please let me know. And if you guys try this build and like it, also let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next one.